Welcome to the 8th episode of turning you from nothing to something, from nothing to profitable, road to 10K. Let's get into this. Today we're going to talk about SMT divergence and what it is. It is a divergence between two correlated assets. Two correlated assets can be, I use it in an example of NASDAQ and S&P 500, or like ES if you trade futures. But it can also be in Forex, EURUSD and GBPUSD, or in commodities, gold and silver. What do we look for? We look for this in areas of liquidity when the liquidity is about to get swept. And one of the assets, usually the stronger asset, do not sweep the buy side liquidity in this example, and the weaker asset, which is NASDAQ in this example, sweep the buy side liquidity and form the divergence at the highs of that sweep. S&P or ES is stronger asset just because we have 500 companies and it is really telling you how the economy is doing in terms of the US, and NASDAQ has only 100 firms in that basket. So it's a weaker asset. Let's get into some examples. The first example, we have this buy side liquidity on NASDAQ, it got swept, and the same level on ES was this high. The buy side liquidity got swept, it formed the first SMT at this highs, here. And then again, the original buy side got swept on NASDAQ, but it did not get swept or re-swept on S&P. So we got two SMTs at the highs. When you have SMT at the highs, it's bearish, and when we have SMT at the lows, it's bullish for the market. So what do we see? We want to take a trade on the weaker asset. So at this point, the weaker asset would be the S&P 500 because it did not sweep the highs, and NASDAQ swept the highs. We could find some lower time frame entry model like a change in state of delivery maybe, and take some shorts from here. But I just want to give you some examples of how to spot it. Another example, buy side got swept on the ES, but it did not get swept on the NASDAQ. So we formed the SMT. We could also take a trade from the change in state of delivery, somewhere like here, stop loss at high, and take profit at the external sell side liquidity. It barely got swept, whatever. But I just wanna show you an example of a bearish SMT divergence. Let's find some more. So we have another example. NASDAQ swept the low, formed an SMT. The ES did not sweep the low, so we formed the bullish example. So we formed a bullish SMT. For bullish example, we could take again some long from here. Maybe at the inversion. Like we have this fair value gap that got inversed. We also created a bullish fair value gap here. We could take a buy limit at the 50% of that range of the price lag. So something about here, and stop loss at low, and take profit at the opposing buy side liquidity levels. So the low got swept on the NASDAQ, but did not get swept on the ES. Another bearish SMT, NASDAQ again swept the highs, ES did not sweep it, so we sold off. It's just a quick note, when you're looking for a liquidity sweep, you're not going to get it 100% of the times. And that's why, because one asset could have already swept that liquidity and the other asset could not, but the liquidity would have been taken out in general. So you would take a short regardless if the liquidity got swept or not. You just want to see one of the assets sweeping the liquidity, forming that SMT divergence. Another bearish example, we have this buy side liquidity. It got swept on ES, but did not get swept on NASDAQ. So we formed an SMT divergence at highs, and then the price sold off. We want to take a trade on the weaker asset again. So we have something like a change in state of delivery, stop loss at a high, and take profit at the opposing liquidity, sell side liquidity levels. Just as well, with any other confluence, you have to go up and see it for yourself, scroll back through the chart and look for the SMT. If you do not have this split view on the trading view because you need trading view essential, you can also take your mobile phone and see it on the mobile phone, or just scroll to the asset like that. Just change them. You do not need any trading view premium or something fancy. So that's the SMT divergence, real simple, just this correlation between two assets. A bullish would be at the bottom, bearish would be at the tops. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in the next one. Peace.